Okay, so welcome everyone to this webinar session about the CHARGE program. The CHARGE program. Well, Cristina now will explain what is about, but it's in the frame of the S3E project, South European Entrepreneurship Engine. That is a European funded project. Aiming at supporting the deep tech solutions in the whole South European countries. So thank you very much for joining and for your interest in our project and open call. And now I give the floor to Cristina to explain the CHARGE program in detail.
Thank you very much, Carmen, for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. We will be talking about the CHARGE program within the South European Entrepreneurship Engine Horizon funded project. I will be sharing my screen very shortly. So I hope you can all see my screen now.
Yes, Cristina.
Yes, great. Let me also, okay, so this is part of a horizon of an EU funded project. As I said, this is also a project that has, I would say, 3 acceleration pillars within it, 3 acceleration sub-programs, all targeted to different target groups. So it is an acceleration program that is focused on deep tech, and this is actually a unique advantage and a unique benefit for people and startups and research teams that participate in our program. It is one of the few accelerators that actually focus on deep tech research. So what is deep tech? This is very important if you wish to participate, to apply to any of the 3 pillars, any of the 3 acceleration projects of our Horizon project. By deep tech, we mean technologies that are grounded in either scientific discovery or meaningful engineering innovation. And by deep tech innovation, we mean innovation that is based, that is fostered by research, and it is it emerges, it is developed, it is created within the scientific ecosystem, be it a research center, be it a spin-off, an academic institution. So what we're actually focusing in this acceleration project is deep tech innovation and not business model innovation. So there are a lot of issues when it comes to deep tech development, because as you might know or have experienced, getting an idea, getting a product, a solution from TRL 1 to 9 probably is through public funding, grants, but there is a gap between actually getting the product or the solution to TRL 9 and actually getting commercialized. So there's a gap in funding. This is what we call the valley of death, and this is where most startups actually fail. So one thing is knowledge production, that is TRL 9. One thing is knowledge deployment. This is where most startups have trouble getting funding, and knowledge absorption, when you actually get public funding, private funding, and you actually deploy your solution, your product commercially. When it comes to South European countries, and our project focuses on all 17 South European countries, what happens is that most countries lag behind in innovation. Although there's a lot of academic research, scientific research taking place in academic institutions and research centers, when it comes to innovation, all Southern European countries are moderate or emerging innovators, with the exception of Cyprus, which is a strong innovator. So the approach that we have followed in our project is that through a partnership of 4 partners, HiCTech from Portugal, Australo from Spain, the Institute for Sustainable Development at EPLO from Greece, and the International Development Ireland, a company in Ireland, we have created 3 acceleration programs. The S3E START, that is focusing on technology transfer officers and on research teams that will make, that will actually push research teams to go from TRL 2 or 3 to advance the product, the idea. S3E CHARGE, the second acceleration program that actually tackles the valley of death concept that we talked about, how you can actually make your product commercial, how you can attract investment, how you can attract funding, participate in grants, and the third acceleration program of our project, which is called S3E Reverse, that actually focuses on scale-up startups that want to actually cater to challenges that big corporations in the private sphere, in the commercial sphere have. So our project, the S3E engine, actually helps research teams, growth startups, scale-up startups grow. Excuse me. So our mission, what this project is all about, is to reduce the market risk for Southern European deep tech, to give researchers tools and skills to have and to create an entrepreneurship mindset, to support growth stage startups when it comes to business development and attracting investors, to broker access to investment, and to facilitate open innovation with the industry, with big corporations. Everything has to be aligned to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the 17th goals developed by the UN. So as I said, the program has 3 separate mini acceleration projects. S3E START is for technology transfer officers and research teams. And let's move into S3E CHARGE, growth startups. So what this is, what the program is about, and I suppose most of you are interested in applying. This program focuses on growth stage startups. It is a mentoring program when it comes to deep tech solutions and products for startups, and it is startups that are eligible for it when they want to develop a solid investment-ready business plan, if they plan to get access to dilutable and non-dilutable funding, if they want to connect and network with other innovation leaders and strong innovator ecosystems, and if they want to have a better understanding on how to protect IP and what IP protection is all about. So who can apply for that? We have designed S3E CHARGE for growth startups with deep tech products, services, solutions, process concepts. Everything has to be grounded on a scientific discovery, on a meaningful engineering concept, not a business innovation model, and they are at a growth development stage. They have to be already in the market, and they have to be aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. As regards a definition for a growth startup, because different programs and different accelerators have different concepts, when different definitions and designations when it comes to a growth startup. For this program, a growth startup is a business that aims to grow and to quickly scale up so as to serve a global market, and it needs support to have and to create an investment-ready business plan and a pitch deck so as to access funding. It shouldn't have received funding or it should have like pre-seed funding, and the TRL is up to 6 or 7. So how it works, this is a program that you really have to commit to. It's a 14-week program. It starts in mid-April till mid-July. It's actually more than 10 hours of mentoring with industry experts in order to develop an investment-ready business plan. Each startup will be matched with one mentor. We will be having and sharing with you funding opportunities, both national and European, and we will be helping you, we will be supporting you in applying to those. There will be a lot of networking opportunities with industry leaders, with other innovators, and you will be able to showcase your startup at the open day that we will be organizing in mid-July. Of course, we will be having webinars and master classes throughout this 14-week period. The topics will be relevant to what startups face as a challenge, such as IP protection, sustainability, ESG, carbon emissions reduction, sustainable finance, and storytelling as well. So it's also important to note that the deliverable, the end result of the program will be an investment-ready business plan. So you will have to actually work during those 14 weeks. Each startup, as I said, will have one mentor assigned, and you will have the opportunity to present your project, your pitch, and your business plan at the open day to companies and investors. So when it comes to the uniqueness of the program, of course, it's one of the few programs that focuses on deep tech. Another unique opportunity for any startup that participates in this is the tailor-made mentoring, because the mentors will be and are actually at this moment being very carefully selected, because they come from the industry, they're experienced investors, experienced entrepreneurs, and through the program you will be getting custom-made mentoring for the needs that you have, and you will be matched with one mentor. So it's also important to note, and again, this is a uniqueness of the program, that you will be getting all the skills so as to be able to apply to private and public funding with a business plan that is tailored to attracting investors with a very good pitch deck. And you will be able to understand how you can cater and how you can actually leverage all the market needs and offer business solutions. So as you know, the applications are already open. They will be open till February 10th through the F3E platform, because we want this to be a transparent process. The selection process will take place in mid to end of February. We will be announcing the lucky startups, the startups that will be participating in the S3E CHARGE program end of March, and the program will run from April 10th till July 19th. So this is the team. I'm the Public Policy Officer of the Institute for Sustainable Development. The institute is headed by Spiros Kouvelis. Nikos Therapos is the Innovation Advisor. He is in the audience, so if you have extra questions to ask us, you can do that through the F3E platform. And Ms. Lola Liberapoulou is the Director of the EU programs. So the open call, as I said, has already started. We will have a second round of calls next year. So if you have a solution, a concept node, an engineering solution that is from the agricultural science, from the life sciences, the physical sciences, engineering, or technology, please do apply. So I don't think I have anything else to add. I think it's time to get some questions. Here's my email address if you have extra questions. We encourage you to visit the website for notifications and updates on the calls, and to follow us on social media. Also, you can also register to the newsletter that we have on the website s3e.eu. So thank you so much, and let's see some questions.
Thank you, Christina, for your presentation. We have one question in the chat asking about the EU funding opportunities. What exactly are these opportunities? Is just the EIC accelerator, the Pathfinder, of the if other exist?
Mm-hmm. So we have designed this program to have a lot of synergies with other EU-funded projects, such as and other opportunities in the European Union, such as the EIC Accelerator, CLIM Accelerator, the Pathfinder, but also other accelerators. So I see the person who's asking this is from Greece. We have been reaching out to other accelerators, such as the SDG House, the EGG, the Involve Greece. So we are doing the same thing with other countries in not only in the south of Europe, but also in Europe at large. And the mentors that we have are also very experienced people that come from other geographies, not only Europe. We have people from Asia, investors from Asia, investors from the USA as well. So there will be a lot of opportunities, both private and public, to apply to.
Okay, there is another question, like if a startup under registration is eligible to apply, because Adel Chari is saying that her or his startup is not yet legally registered in Germany, so doesn't know if it's eligible to participate.
So we're looking for startups that are already established. So do you think that by February 10th you will have your company, your startup, legally established in a South European country? Because this is also something important. This is an accelerator targeted to South European countries. So Germany is not a country that is eligible. So if your startup is established in Spain, in Portugal, in Greece, in Serbia, Croatia, Turkey, Malta, it's 17 countries in the South Europe that you can establish your company and participate in the call.
Okay, there is another question from Viviana. Can you please go into more detail about what you consider deep tech and the eligibility criteria? What will be needed to prove that we are deep tech?
Okay, so as I said, we're not looking into business model innovation. So if you have an application such as an application that a gaming application, you're not eligible unless you have like a patent, unless you have something that really proves that you have done a breakthrough when it comes to engineering. So deep tech is a bit is a concept, and it's a concept that the whole project is based on, and by that I mean that it should be the solution, the product, the process that you will be applying for this project on has to be based on scientific research. So if you are from the life sciences, if you are from engineering, from the agricultural university, the agricultural sciences, and you have a breakthrough, a research, an innovation, idea, product, solution, you name it, you're eligible. All criteria, eligibility criteria for all acceleration programs, the three ones that I briefly presented, are on the website of of the project, www.s3E.eu, and on the F6S platform in detail. So I advise you to go through the eligibility criteria, to go through the what is needed, and let us know if you have questions, because you can always reach out to us through the F6S platform, and we will be having more webinars from for all the acceleration programs, that is S3E Charge, Start, and Reverse, in the coming weeks.
Okay. Alec is asking, will there be any connections with the angel investor ecosystem in the EU other than the demo day?
Apart from the open day, which will take place in July, in mid-July, yes, there will be connections with the angel investor ecosystem, both in Europe and in other geographies, as I said. And this is very important for us, because we're talking about especially Start and Charge. Angel investment is very crucial.
Okay, so we have a question regarding the evaluation criteria. I don't know if you mentioned in the slides that you share, but I guess it's asking about what are the evaluation criteria for the CHARGE program to be selected.
First of all, when it comes to the evaluation process, there will be a specific committee of evaluators. It will not be Carmen or myself or Pedro that I see in the audience. It will be an industry-led thought leadership committee of experts that will be evaluating all the applications that we have. Of course, the most important thing is that you, as a startup or as a technology transfer officer, you are eligible. You fulfill all the criteria, and after that, when it comes to the actual evaluation, the environmental, if you align to the UN SDGs, this is very important, but also the impact that the solution that you have has, and the basis of the research that everything is based on.
Okay, the next question is this project only for IoT industry startups? Can I apply with my physical product development project?
So I don't understand what the physical product development project is, like a prototype or an installation, a process. What kind of, can you explain a bit what this product is, the physical product that you're talking about? It doesn't have to be an ICT solution. It could be, I don't know, a machine that does DNA sequencing more easily and more efficiently. It could actually be a product, a machine that you could commercially deploy. It doesn't have to be an ICT solution. I hope I have covered that.
Yeah, if not, well, I personally invite this person to open the mic and explain a little bit the project idea that he or she has, and we just can have a discussion about this. Okay, next question is, are tech transfer offices not part of an university eligible? More broadly, can you give a brief overview on the kind of mentorship for TT offices, or is there a link with more details than the website?
So when it comes to technology transfer officers, they could be part of an academic institution, but they can also be part of a research center. And what we have seen from the road show that we did in Greece is that most technology transfer officers that are very knowledgeable are in research centers. So yes, they're eligible. When it comes to the mentorship of technology transfer officers, this is the S3E START program. It's not the CHARGE program. The TTO officers will be, the TTOs will be assigned to a specific research team, and they will be working along with a research team during the mentorship program, which is longer. I think it's 18 weeks. It's 4 weeks longer than the CHARGE program. So you will be heavily involved in the research team work. The idea of a TTO having this, participating in this program and receiving mentorship is that they acquire the skills so as to transfer these skills to the research teams in their institution. So it will be like a train the trainers kind of program for them, and we consider it very important because when it comes to TTOs, this is an institution that has been recently established in most South European countries and institutions, which means that they lack the skills. They are not as mature as the Northern European TTOs are. So of course there are exceptions, but we will be giving you the skills, and this is one of the few acceleration programs that offers slots for mentorship to TTOs. So if you are a TTO, we really encourage you to apply to the S3E START program. Please do. It will be a very good experience for you, but also you will be able to transfer all this knowledge to your institution and to the research teams, and be more able and more capable of helping and assisting your teams. Other questions?
Okay, great. I just left in the chat direct links to the chart, open call guidelines for applicants, and also the application form in the F6S platform. And regarding this last question about TTOs, I also left in the chat the guidelines for applicants as tech transfer office to the START program. Okay, so you have direct links in the chat. And also just replying to Dan, Julian, Santa, in these guidelines, in this open call text, if I'm not mistaken, we have included all the evaluation criteria that we are considering when in the evaluation process of all the proposals that we receive.
So I don't know if we have extra questions. There will be another webinar on the CHARGE program, very close to the deadline. I think it's February 6th, if I'm not mistaken. So we will have more opportunities to talk. Of course, you can always send us messages through the F6S platform, but don't leave it up to the last minute. Don't leave it on February 9th to make the application. Open an account on F6S. Everything is free. The whole mentorship program for all acceleration programs in our project are free. So please start the application, because I'm not sure if you will have enough time to actually upload the pitch deck and everything that is needed.
Yeah, I don't see more questions in the chat. I just left the last things like our social media channels, because we are very active on there. We will be announcing the deadlines, the next webinars, the next activities, and everything. So I invite you all to follow us. And yes, if you still have more questions, you can just directly contact us or join the next webinar the first week of February. Thank you very much, everyone, for your participation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.